So during one of my conversations with Sage, he challenged me to raise $5 to 1,000. Well, funny enough, one of my friends had actually blown his account on his previous trade, and he only managed to save $6 in that account. So I told him to give me his account so I can actually raise it for him and maybe a little bit of profit for him. So join me today as I'll be going on this journey to raise $6 to 1,000. And also, if you want to use this high leverage broker that I'm using right here, and also get many other benefits like the rebate system, where if you lose your money, I will actually fund your account. But for you to access these benefits only, you need to click the link in the description to create your account today. And also make sure to click the link for the WhatsApp channel group for the copy trading. We're just waiting to reach 100 people, then we can start the copy trading journey. Since this account is very small, I actually can't afford to stay in trades for a very long time. So the idea here was just to identify the trend line and see where the trend line was going and react accordingly. So just looking at this, I was actually seeing that there was a downtrend over there, and which was going to continue for a little bit. And I was actually calculating that if I could take advantage of that liquidity sweep that's going to happen before it comes back into the trade line. So I needed to enter a sell here so that I can start raising this account. So the market is continuing to push down, which is good for me because I need to get this account to at least above $10 so that it's not as risky to trade it and be a little bit, not too much aggressive, but just a little bit. So what I'm looking for here is a candle closure below that order block. Just like last time, the same principle still applies. I need the candle to close below that order block. To me, that's a signal that we're still continuing in that direction. But this trade is moving in my direction, which is really good. But I'm starting to see some profit over there. So right now, I'm actually thinking of closing that top position as soon as it reaches just a little bit below there. And also for those people who are curious about how Sage trades, I'm going to show you some of his tricks on how he trades. That guy is really crazy the way he trades. So usually what you need to do is you close the first position that you have opened, then you place another one. This is after you've identified the trend line and the direction that it's going in. So you make sure that when it goes into profit, you reach a certain amount of profit so that you can actually lock in those profits. Because if you don't close that trade and it retests on you, you've actually lost everything. You didn't gain anything. So one of the tricks is you need to close the first position, then enter again with the same lot size. Using this trick will actually help you to preserve your capital instead of holding a trade for a very long time with one position. You can close when it gets to a certain profit so that in the event that it retests and continues to go in that direction, so that it's not like a total loss, but you literally came out with something. Since now I'm above $10, I can be a little bit aggressive, but for now I'm just going to put this one position and I'm going to hold it for a bit. So what I'm looking for here also is a little bit of liquidity sweep just below that trend line that I've drawn over there. So when that happens, I'm going to gain more profit and I can exit the trade afterwards. And you can see how the market is pushing down. My TP just got hit and I'm going to enter again with more positions. So just in the event that if it continues to go past that mark, I'm just going to put a sell limit here, but I doubt that it's going to continue going to that direction. But look at this. This looks good and it's continuing to push down close to that sell limit, sell stop. But I think I'm just going to close some of these positions. But if it continues to push down, this means that that's our next target. But looking at that 15-minute candle, it still hasn't closed. So it's not yet sure how the market is going to continue moving. But this looks good. After holding a little bit, now the candles were going back into the trend line and I ended up losing some of the profit that I had actually made. I should have closed it sooner, but anyways, we're not stopping here. We're gonna get back our money since it's now going for that top over there. I thought that it was going to sweep a little bit more to that TP that I had placed earlier, but now we're buying. We're now back in the trend line. So the market is continuing to move and it's going in my direction. As you can see over there, the buy is being respected and now we're at a good position. As you can see over there, we now have a good size account, but you know that the next target that I'm going for is $100, because the moment I reach $100, I'm gonna be very aggressive, because I didn't want to make the same mistake that I made at the beginning. I actually closed my trades. So after closing those trades, I needed to take a step back because I needed to see what was happening, because most people would have actually continued to buy. For me, it was getting close to that nearest high, so I just needed to see something. So I had to wait for that candle closure over there, because the market had made a big push up. It was going to retest for a little bit, and I wanted to take advantage of that and enter from a low position and ride it back to the top. This is another trick from Sage himself. Usually when you get manipulated like this, what you need to do is to put a bigger position at the bottom. Obviously you need to know how the market is moving. Just don't do this because this is very risky. So if you know what you're doing, so you need to put that position as the market is manipulating you. So as soon as you reach the break-even point, you just have to close that new position that you put because of the manipulation, and you have some cup of profits while doing this. As for me, I was targeting $100, so I just held that position, and it was the position that was actually holding most of the profit. So because of the way the market was moving yesterday, I just decided to stop trading because it was very choppy. But it seems like the markets started to move after I had left the chart. So now I'm just going to try and put my position here, but I can see that there was a significant down movement over there. So I'm seeing that there are a couple of order blocks down there. So I'm just going to put my sell position over here. So I'll look at this trade in the morning and see how much profit I would have made. So the market actually managed to reach that order block over there. Let me just mark it out for you guys. So there are two order blocks, one which has already been reached and the other one which was about to be reached, but it just tapped it and went back. So I'm just going to close my positions over here, and I'm going to try and find another trade. But since the markets had actually touched that order block over there, and I can see now that it's retesting a little bit, I'm just going to enter a buy with 16 cents and see how I can continue to scalp this account. And that position is actually holding up right now. I'm not going to hold it for a very long time because if that position starts to retest, it will actually eat into my capital. So I'm just going to put some more positions, a 16-cent one and two bigger ones. So right now my positions are in loss, but I'm just going to put another position over there so that when it starts to go back in my direction, I'll gain more profit. We're literally doing that same trick again. Just watch how this market moves. So the market actually managed to get back to my positions, and I'm just going to close them all and start again. So right now I'm thinking of scalping again to do the same trick. So I'm just going to wait for it to go down a little bit more before I put another position. I'm telling you, if you use this trick in your trades, you actually make more profit. But you just need to make sure that at first you didn't over leverage, because you cannot do this if you have over leveraged. So right now I'm putting that 16-cent position over there so that when it comes back up, that position will actually give me more profit. And now gold is continuing to buy, and we're actually going to close all of our positions. We have literally reached the first target, which is 1000. But this time I'm not going to end here. So I'm just going to put more positions and take advantage of the way gold is moving right now. So I'm just going to put this buy limit over here, just in case if the market goes and retests while I'm not looking at the trade, it will actually execute my position, then I'll make more profit. Gold has a lot of buying power. I'm just now thinking of removing that limit because this thing is already going up. So now I'm going to just stick with these two positions and hold them just for a little bit. And I'm also expecting that if the market manipulates me, I'm just going to put another big position at the bottom and I can gain more profits just by scalping like this. But anyways, let's just keep on waiting for this trade to play out. So now this trade is just playing at this position. I have added another position and I'm thinking of adding another one. if it continues to do this. So now I'm just thinking of putting maybe a smaller position, but I'm still thinking. But I do have enough capital to risk like this. So I think if I just put another bigger position, so I'm going to put another big position down there, and just like that, gold went back to my position, and look at those profits. So this is how you do it, guys. So I closed these positions so that I could enter again with my secured profits, because I know that gold is going to continue to push, maybe until we reach that position over there that I've highlighted on top over there, which is 39.96. That's where I'm anticipating that gold is going to reach, and it's going to continue pushing until we get there. So I just placed that buy limit again, just in case if gold retests, I'm going to get into that position, then I'm going to gain more profits. So now we're just going to be waiting for this trade to play out, and right now it's just moving in my direction. I'm just going to continue to add a few more positions if it continues to manipulate me like this, but you just need to wait. Gold has a lot of buying power right now, which is really good. So that buy limit was executed, but it seems like it just touched it. It was this close to almost missing that position. But well, since now we're in this position, we're looking good. So I'm just going to close so that I can enter again, like really getting close to that position that I had predicted, which is over there. So I saw that gold actually tried to touch that position, but it didn't manage to get there. I'm going to put another buy limit just in case, and I'm just going to hold. Actually, it seems like this is continuing to buy. Let me add another position. What else should I do here? Let's wait for a bit also. If it continues to buy, I'm going to add another position. But let me just put another limit over there, just in case if it goes down again, we can actually catch those trades. So it didn't retest, so my positions were not executed, but which is also fine. I'm not going to complain. But we're getting closer to that position that we want, our area of interest over there. So I'm expecting that if gold actually closes above that line, we're going to be in a good place to add more positions, but I'm just going to close and enter again so that we can continue to scalp this account. So now I'm actually thinking of really getting aggressive with this one. Let's increase the lot size for this one. This is like the final stretch, and I know we just need a little bit more. Let's continue to push to get to our area of interest, and I'm going to add another position because I know that we're about to get there, and this is the final stretch for me so that I can just call it a day and do something else. It is continuing to push, just look at that, so that I can close and enter again. I think this profit is enough for me to close all the positions and enter again. So I'm going to start with my very small position, then just wait for it to do what it needs to do, because right now we're actually 4 minutes to the candle closure and I just need to see what's happening. But look at that buying power. Actually, I can put another 20-cent position over there, and let's see how this is going to move. This is looking really good. We're very close to our profit target, and I'm just closing some of the positions so that I can hold that one big position. But I think I may just close it also if it reaches good profit. Thinking of entering again with another big position since it's retesting like this. This is what I love to see most of the times. I was actually laughing at one of the phrases that Sage said when we were trading last time at our trading session. He was literally saying that I love it when I get manipulated because I can take advantage of that moment to put a bigger position in that direction. Those are some of the techniques that I was actually using in this video. So I actually hope that you also learned something new today. So we're now really close to our goal. The market actually closed above our area of interest. So now it's going to continue to go up, I guess, to the nearest high. But for me, I'm about to reach my goal and I'm not going to continue to trade because it gets risky when you continue to enter when you've actually reached your goal. That's how I lost most of my money when I was starting to trade. It was this thing of not having actual goals set that led me to over trading and to me losing my money. So this is actually something that you need to do. You need to have a goal in mind, the target profit that you want to make. Then you work towards it. When you reach that target profit, just close your trades and see it on the next day. Because you can actually make 2K just like this then you end up putting it back into the market and spending the whole day just sad and angry. But for now, since I've reached our 2K, I'm just gonna add a little bit of profit on top, you know, something for my friend so that I can just boost his account. So now I'm just gonna enter a few more positions because gold is still buying. Right here, I'm just gonna try and get some more profit and capital for my friend. And now gold is buying again. I think I'm just gonna close it and call it a day. When it actually reaches like $100, just like that. That's for today and I'm done. So just a quick reminder, we started at $6 and we managed to reach 2K. I'm just going to end it here. Not going to continue to trade. This was all for today and thank you for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe and also click the WhatsApp link in the description so you can actually join the copy trade. So you can be able to catch trades like this and you can enjoy those profits with me. So I'll catch you guys on the other side.